The only remaining questions have to do with AC/DC. So, back we go. So first question, stuffed bears. We have one in Mail's house. And we have one at Yai's place. So, that would be 2. No other stuffed bears. So now the question about AC/DC Area 2, we're just going to go through Dex's PC to get there quickly. The final question we have to answer is how many streets split off from the main square in AC/DC 2? This question, I wish it was worded differently. They only want the main streets. Mystery data. Virus. Well, I guess technically there is mystery data there. But yeah, like I was saying, they only want the main streets. Therefore, the answer thereafter is 3, despite the fact that there are very clearly 4 paths that split off from that square. So, what'd you get for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, and this path does not count. So, the answer is 3. And with that, we have all the answers we need. So, back to the guy at Jomon. Alright, so let's make sure we have the password correct. Number of Jomons, 7. How many streets radiate from the square in AC/DC 2? 3. Cyberbats, 7. Navis in L Tower Comp, 4. Ramps in Town 2, 2. Triangles in Town 3, 6. And Stuffed Bears in AC/DC, 2. So, that's 7, 3, 7, 4, 2, 6, 2. Know the password? Enter password. 7, 3, 7, 4, 2, 6, 2. Hey, it opened! Now there's actually no penalty for getting the passcode wrong, he'll just tell you you were wrong. And he'll actually even be more generous than that by telling you how many numbers you had right. Well? I removed it. We did it. Now we can restore the folder. Young man, will you be battling SparkMan today? How did you know? Just an inkling. Do me a favor, beat his socks off. Huh? Lan, we should get back to the arena soon. Good luck. Oh, I almost forgot. I was able to free the locked folder, but the one equipped now is negative folder, so you'll have to re-equip the original one before your match. Gotcha. Thanks, mister. So, indeed, before we forget, let's go ahead and do that right now. And so with that, back to Dendome. That is indeed pretty much the end of the scenario. So, not really a bad or drawn-out one. All that remains is our fight with SparkMan. And so, we'll get to that after a quick refreshing pause. Back in a moment. So now, the real fun thing, we really didn't have to do any of that. I wanted to just show it as proof of concept of what they really wanted you to have to do for this scenario. But hey, our opponent's a cheater, so why shouldn't we cheat right back? Basically, there are 2 ways you can do this without ever having to access any networks during the scenario. First, there's the brute force solution. 0 never seems to be a valid answer to any of the clues you get, so to make sure, start by saying the password is just all zeros. He should tell you that the password is completely wrong. Now, due to the fact that he's kind enough to tell you how many numbers were right, combined with the fact that there is no penalty for guessing wrong, yeah, I think you know where this is going. Keep trying different numbers in the first slot until he tells you you have one digit right. Now repeat for the second digit, then the third, and so on. Eventually you're bound to get it right. The solution still too slow for you? Well, remember how I said 0 never seems to be a valid answer? I know this because there's actually only a select few codes that seem to be correct. Basically, the note only comes in a few different configurations, and from what I gather, there are only 5 possible codes. Not only that, but the codes only seem to work depending on which version of the game you're playing, which language of the game you're playing, and if it's the first playthrough or not. From what I've seen on Red Sun, the code will be 9651345 in English, or 9681345 in Japanese. Basically what this means is there's one clue that's different between the English and Japanese games, the answer being 5 in English and 8 in Japanese. This is also true for the Blue Moon codes, 1563546 in English, 1863546 in Japanese. And finally there's the code I used here, 7374262. As far as I can tell, this one seems to be a catch-all for later game difficulties on both versions and in both languages. Long story short though, try each of these codes and one should work. Congratulations, you've out-cheated the cheater. He deserves no better. Now back to our story. And so with all that out of the way, it's time to battle SparkMan, so let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, here are today's entrants. Introducing the brainy NetBattler, Terry. You're a dirty little cheater, but I like your outfit. I bet he's here with that sad excuse for a folder I planted. This'll be a cinch. Next, I'd like to introduce the grade school NetBattler, Lan. Go easy on me. Hey, you're that... You know how much trouble you caused? Guess you want to win even by cheating. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, winning's all that counts. At least that's what I've heard. Stop stalling, Mr. Loser Folder. I already got rid of that folder. Now I'm not going to hold anything back. And a certain someone asked me to beat your socks off. What? No way. Relax, he's just a kid. If we just do the usual, we can't lose. Just leave it to me. You may be good with machines, but you sure stink at Navi's operation. I can't help it. I'm a robot specialist. Arguing before the battle? Trust between operator and Navi is key. Shut up. SparkMan, let's teach him a lesson. What's this? Things are heating up even before the battle. Let's get it on. Terry versus Lan. Battle routine set. Execute. Slap him silly. That's a strange battle cry for someone that doesn't even have hands, but okay. So yeah, SparkMan. This fight can be a bit of a thing for a very particular reason, and you'll see what it is soon enough. Overall, SparkMan isn't that hard, but he doesn't give you a lot of time to counterattack him. He stays invisible and invincible a lot of the time. His attacks are pretty easy to see coming, though. For example, this trailing spark, just make sure you're on the top row and you can dodge it pretty easily. His spark mines, just make sure that you're never in a diagonal with them and they'll always miss you. Not sure if maybe that's something that changes in later fights with him. He has one more attack he can do. I'm going to try and give him a chance to show it off. There we go. He blinds the screen for a moment and summons Dark Megaman directly behind you. It uses a wide sword, so be sure you're not in front of it, period. But basically, that's all SparkMan can do. A note, though, about that Dark Megaman is it can hit you even through Invis. But he can't summon it, though, if you're on the back column. so keeping your distance makes this fight even easier. Being a Lek element, he is weak to wood element attacks, but the problem is things like Boomer, they have so much of a delay on them that you might not be able to hit him before he disappears again. We might try some of that, though, in the rematch against him. SparkMan deleted! Lan is the winner. We did it! How do you like that? It's not possible. How could I lose? I can't believe my robot lab has come to nothing. Wait, this isn't my fault. It's SparkMan's fault. Tee-hee-hee. I didn't lose. No siree. What? Shame on you, Terry. SparkMan fought so hard for you and you blame him? Apologize to SparkMan. Silence, bourgeois slime. Don't you know who I am? The chief of Jomonalek is my grandfather. All I have to do is ask my grandpa for a stronger Navi. Knock it off. That voice. It's my grandpa. Grandfather, this guy's horrible. He thinks he can mock me just because he can fight well. Is that all you wanted to say? That's right. You said that if I win this tournament, you'd fund my robot research. I may have lost, but I did my very best. So, give me some money. You goofball. You call that your very best? I know what you did. You cheated and left it all up to your Navi, then blamed him when you lost. Looks like I must have spoiled you. I'm through taking care of you. So that's Terry's grandpa. Hey Lan, sorry about all the hassle my grandson caused. It's my fault for spoiling Terry all this time. Sorry. It's no biggie. Terry, this goes to show how corrupt your character is. Totally corrupt. Laziness will get you nowhere in life, remember that. Trying to win by using dirty tricks, it's despicable. Cheaters like you have no place in the family. What? Grandfather, no, not so fast. I'm sorry, I'll mend my ways, so please, wait. I'm sorry. Shut up. Don't even think about coming home. You can't be serious. What goes around comes around. That's right, you reap what you sow. We'd better watch our actions, too. And so that's the end of the SparkMan scenario. Before we call it, though, we may as well go in here to show a couple of things. First off, we can go ahead and collect the mystery data in here so I don't have to show it on a list later, and we get one bug frag. So, nothing really major in here. But also, just want a virus to show up here. Just a bit of proof of concept. Yeah, we're still getting level 1 viruses in here. I thought maybe we'd mainly be seeing level 2s and the occasional rare level 3, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. So, I may not actually have to do any chip grinding. Doesn't seem like they're going to give me anything extra to do that against. Oh well. But with that, that's pretty much where we're going to call it. We'll look for SparkMan's hiding place on the net next time. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.